Everyone has a weakness, right? Something or some things that we're afraid to let others know because it makes you go weak in the knees and gives you those fierce butterflies. My question for you is, would you like to know what girls' weaknesses are? So you can stop being ignored, catch her eye, and make her want your attention? As a female coach, I am pulling back the curtain and exposing some of the most powerful tips to make a woman stop ignoring you. Are you ready for this? This is gonna be good. So make sure you stay till the end of this video. You don't wanna miss any of these. And as we dive in, I do just have to clear the air real fast. Is that cool? Can we just start that way? Let me start by telling you what I will not be sharing with you in this video. I'm going to share those powerful tips, but what I'm not going to share, well, let me ask you this first. Two kinds of relationships. Which one would you prefer? A relationship that feels cold and distant, one where even though you really just want to be tender and affectionate with her, instead you have to, like act cool and like pull away and kind of ignore her. Do you want that kind of a relationship? Oh, I just got a text from my girlfriend or eventually your wife. Wait, I can't reply to it right now. Or do you want a relationship that is full of tender affection and closeness, where you can be vulnerable and she can be vulnerable? You can feel those butterflies your entire relationship, knowing that you are completely authentically you, she's completely authentically her, and there's no drama and no mind games. That one sounds way better, right? The first kind of relationship sounds completely exhausting. That is why in this video, you will not hear me tell you to ignore her or to pull away, because some of those tactics can work short term, especially if you are trying to attract a toxic drama queen. If you're trying to attract a high value woman, the kind of woman who wants a lifelong partner, yeah, those tactics are not going to work because she sees them as mind games, because that's what they are. So instead, I'm going to share with you what actually makes a high value woman, the kind who wants a lifelong relationship, desire to be with you. These are the things that she dreams about. These are her secret weaknesses. And these things I'll share with you are what make you stand out from the crowd, what show her that you're different. You're the man she has been searching for her entire life. Okay, now that we've cleared the air with that, are we good? Ready to dive in? Let's do it. The first tip is to make sure you're not ignoring her first. Let me explain. So often a guy will think a girl's interested in him or really hope she's interested in him, and then all of a sudden she pulls away and she stops acting interested, and he has no idea why. Here's why. Women want to be feminine. I know that's mind-blowing. Not all women, however, generally speaking, the kind of woman you're going to want to marry truly wants to be feminine. This is something that we just have as women. This is something that God has given us. We desire to be feminine. And this means she's going to want to pursue you in a feminine way. And when she tries to do that, but you don't respond, oh my goodness, that is utter rejection, and it hurts. It hurts really bad. She's embarrassed. She's crushed. She's all of the negative emotions. And so, yes, she will try and move on. So the solution for this is for you to understand what it looks like when a woman is pursuing you in a feminine way. Now, thankfully, before you freak out, don't worry, I got your back. I've done tons of videos about the signs a girl likes you, because these body language signs that's often how she is trying to show that feminine form of pursuing. So if you haven't seen this video, I will put a link in the description below. Make sure you check it out. Basically, you need to make sure you're not ignoring her first, because often that's what makes her ignore you, is she's like, wow, I am so embarrassed and so hurt. He doesn't like me. So it's important to make sure you hone that skill so that you know that, yeah, she totally likes you. And P.S., before we get to the next tip, if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. My name is Melannie. I'm a Christian dating coach for men and creator of Attracting Lasting Love Academy. If you, my friend, are looking for a lifelong relationship, if you are sick of hearing about all the toxic women in the world and how fake women are, and instead you're just longing for that real, authentic love, that special someone to wake up next to for the rest of your life, knowing your heart is completely safe with her. Is that what you want? That exists, and I'm here to help you get it. So subscribe, ring that bell, and go to coachmelannie.com/masterclass if you'd like to learn some insider info. Okay, the next powerful tip that makes women stop ignoring you completely and instead say, oh, he's got my attention, is when you practice confident body language. So yes, we just talked about reading her body language. Now we're talking about your body language. One of the reasons this is such an effective tip is because it quickly boosts your confidence and changes the way you act and the way women see you. For instance, I walk my clients through this in great detail in my academy, and this is a large part of why confidence is the fastest result men see. When you have that confident body language, it makes you a lot more alluring, and it also shows her there's something special and intriguing about you. Kind of like, imagine how you feel around a woman who's confident. As humans, we just like people who like themselves, who are comfortable in their own skin. Makes sense, right? Okay, the next tip, so women never ignore you again, is to make sure that once you've got that attraction, grow it. Don't leave it there. Don't let it die. You've got to grow that attraction. Many men think that all women are jerks and they're just playing them because they'll start to get to know her and then all of a sudden, like, it just doesn't go anywhere. Now, what you need to know is when that happens, assuming she's not toxic, that is a topic for another day. When this happens and she's not toxic, it's because something has happened that made her feel uncomfortable or made her feel like, this relationship probably isn't going to work, so she doesn't want to waste your time, or just frankly caused the attraction to completely diminish. This is the reality for both men and women. When we're dating, when we're getting to know someone, it's our job to let the other person know that life with us would be amazing, that they would love to do life with us. And the people who are skilled at showing someone else that are the most attractive people and the people that people want to spend their lives with. That just makes sense, right? So honing these skills makes her feel safe with you and makes her want to be with you more and more and more. I've actually created some free training where I will explain more about this to you so you can understand it better. Go to coachmelannie.com/masterclass. I'll put a link in the description below and a link in the pinned comment. I want to make sure I explain it in greater detail for you, so that's why I created that training. So just open it in a new tab right now. You won't want to miss this. Okay, the next tip to cancel women ignoring you is to show her that you're a mature man. When you go through my academy, you'll hear me say mature men are high quality men. Immature people are exhausting to be around. Have you ever been around somebody super immature? It's exhausting. A woman looks to her man to feel protected and sheltered. She wants to see you as capable and strong, and she wants to feel safe when she's with you. A guy who's immature pushes her away faster than anything else. That will certainly make her ignore you, unless, of course, she's immature as well, but that's just a recipe for disaster. This is why I help my clients in my academy identify those simple things you're doing that can make you be or appear immature. And when you watch that free training, we'll talk more about these traits. Because when you show her you're mature, she sees you as strong and masculine and capable. It makes you stand out in a way that really gets her attention and keeps her attention. She certainly will not be ignoring you. Okay, this next tip might sound a little funny, but are you ready for it? Here it comes. This tip is to smile at her. When someone smiles at us, it gives us those good feeling chemicals in our body. We naturally feel more connected to that person. It also shows her the kind of person you are to be around. Let me ask you a question. In all seriousness, do you want to hang out with a woman who's like this? Hi, what's up? Well, she doesn't either. She doesn't want to hang out with a guy like that. Or do you want to hang out with a girl who's like, hey, what's up? Too cool to even like, whatever. She doesn't either. She wants someone who's fun to be around, someone who can be lighthearted and playful, especially someone who's optimistic. Women are incredibly attracted to men that they think has a good sense of humor. So showing her that you're a fun person to be around, just that smile, it goes a long way. Do you feel good when a girl smiles at you? Well, she's going to feel good when you smile at her, too. Quick question before we get to the next tip. Would you like more videos on how to make sure women don't ignore you? Or maybe would you like me to bust the myth on ignoring her? Because yes, that is a myth. If you would like more videos like this, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate that feedback. It really helps me when I'm trying to put together new videos. So if you would like more videos like this, comment yes to let me know. That really helps me, so thank you. And thank you so much for your support with the super thanks. That feature really helps us as creators. It helps me continue to bring you these videos. And so if you have ever used it before or not, if you would like to use that and help support me and my channel, that would mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. And actually, I just remembered a lot of people ask where that super thanks feature is. It's just underneath my video, kind of like where the share button is, the like button, all of that. And you can click on that. You can select an amount that works for you, and every little bit helps. So thank you. Okay, back to our tips. The next tip to make sure women never ignore you again, and instead this is a weakness. This is definitely a weakness for women, is to show interest in her without acting desperate or creepy. Let me just say that one more time. Without acting desperate or creepy. A lot of guys are like, no, once you show interest in her, it's all out the door. One, she's either toxic, or two, you're acting desperate or creepy even if you don't mean to. Let's talk a little bit more about masculine and feminine energy. Masculine and feminine energy are irresistible to each other. That's why, as men and women, when a man acts masculine, she feels more feminine, she acts more feminine, which in turn makes you feel more masculine, more attracted to her, and this beautiful attraction just really can flourish. That's why it's really good to pay attention to that energy. So just like she's trying to pursue you in a feminine way, she really wants and needs you to pursue her in a masculine way. And when you do that, it's good. When a man knows how to pursue her in a way that makes her feel on fire, that makes her feel alive instead of scared, this makes you stand out from the crowd, and it's definitely hitting on one of those weaknesses that women have. She's been dreaming of a man doing that. Basically, she can't get enough of you. However, when it is needy or when it is creepy, that's what makes her want to ignore you and like have nothing to do with you. Pursuing effectively is one of my favorite things to teach you how to do in my academy because it's ridiculously powerful for both you and her. It helps her feel safe with you, which is, again, something I will share more with you about when you watch that free training I mentioned earlier, coachmelannie.com/masterclass. And the next tip is to dress polished. If you want to stand out from the crowd, if you want to give her a reason to notice you and then keep looking because she likes what she sees, is to make sure you're just dressing nice and polished. That doesn't mean you have to spend a ton of money. Instead, it just means that you put an outfit together that suits you well, your style, your tastes, your shape. And when you do that, it helps you feel more confident automatically, which is definitely a bonus. It also helps her see you as this strong, masculine, confident man. And just like you like to see her looking really nice, she likes to see you looking really nice too. It's easy to ignore a guy who is sloppy, who doesn't look like he cares about how he presents himself, but it's really hard to ignore a guy who stands out because he cares about himself and he's rocking it. Makes sense, right? Let's recap the tips you've learned so far. Sound good? Number 1 is to make sure you're not ignoring her. Make sure you can read her body language signs so that you don't reject her without meaning to. Number 2 is to practice confident body language. 3, once she's attracted to you, really grow that. And again, this is something, don't panic, I'm going to help you understand how to do this in that free training, coachmelannie.com/masterclass. Number 4 is show her you are a mature man. That right there is just sexy. It just is. Next up is to smile at her. Never, ever underestimate the power of a smile. It's really magical. Next is to show interest in her without acting desperate or needy. When you show that interest, holy cow right there, this makes her feminine heart just explode with happiness. And make sure that you are dressing polished, that you rock what you've got, and show her that you care about yourself. This makes you stand out in the best way possible. Thank you so much for watching, my amazing friend. Be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell and give me a big thumbs up. I want to hear from you in the comments. Do you have other topics you would like me to cover? If you do, tell me in the comments, and comment yes if you would like more videos like this one. Please make sure you share this with a friend. Sharing really is caring. And if you don't follow me on social media, there are links in the description below. I share exclusive content in my Instagram stories, so make sure you especially follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much again, my amazing friend, and have an amazing day. The first tip is to make sure you're not rejecting her first. Let me explain. So often men think that she was showing interest and then she just pulls away. Ouch. That really hurt. Ow. Okay. Hello, secret end of the video club. I know what our word is for today. It is like almost 100 where I live right now. Like, it is so hot. And I have the lights on and stuff. So I'm just like really hot. That's probably why I can't think straight to talk now that I think about it. So our secret word for the end of this video is hot. So if you're new here, we always have a special word at the end of the video so that I know who our special secret club is, and it's really fun. So thank you for humoring me and doing that. Comment hot, and I'll see you in the next one. Every time I think I'm done, then I have to like start singing again. I don't know why. It's just a part of me. Okay, here we go.